Hello and welcome to Minecraft with me, DX Phoenix, and I hope everyone's ready for what we've got in store for this episode. And for those of you that might have already twigged on from the title, yes, we're going to be getting into some refined storage. We're going to be improving our storage system some more, and also giving us access to it in other places around our farm and base area. So without further ado, let's get into it, and we'll see what we can actually get done today. Right, so then, first of all, we have power running into here. If I look here, got some cables running down this side, and I've gotten some bits already in this chest ready for us to get going. If we're needing more stone, I have had some cooking up. I was just gathering all the stuff I thought we'd need. But for now, I've got my clipboard, so I know, first of all, the basic things we need to get right away. So we're going to need a controller, disk drive, storage disk, and cable. So let's get started with that. So give it you. Right, so the important part of it all, which is at the top, is the controller. Very easy, so we do need a machine casing. Well, we are going to require a few more pieces of stone, so that is fine, but we do need enriched quartz iron. So that is an ingot, quartz, cool, easy enough. Gonna potentially need a bunch of it, so let's just do that. That should do us for a little while. But let's just get this casing. Now, this is also going to give me some time to talk about refined storage, which is basically refined storage will allow us to basically store things. If anyone has seen anyone with using applied energistics, it is basically the same thing. It's just a lot simpler and a lot. It's basically designed for people that have never really gotten that into modded Minecraft before, so it's a lot easier to use. Right, so I'm going to need an advanced processor, which is going to require a diamond, but we also need the processor binding, which is you and you. So now we have tons of it. But one thing, because I'm going to need to go grab a diamond, which I'll grab in a moment. This is another thing as why we're going to need the refined storage. It's going to give us wireless access as well, or access across the entire area. So, but one thing I was going to do is, because I mentioned I'm going to need a storage disk. Well, I don't want any storage disk, okay, because we do have 1K storage, 4K storage, 16K storage, and 64K storage. 64 being the highest. I was going to go from, instead of 64, I was going to go to the next highest one, which is 16K, which requires a 16K storage part, which to craft that requires 4K, which then requires 1K. So 1K is literally just this, which I can do right now. That'll create 4. So that should do 16. Now I look at 4K. I'm needing processing basic processors, which are raw. And so I'll need 4, so I'll need 3 of those. That's 12. Right, now I'm out of iron, I think. What am I out of? No, I'm out of silicone. Right, so I'm going to need to get some more silicone. No, I'm not. I'm lying. I have silicone. What am I needing? Go. So I need 7 more. Right. there's my stone. I'll chuck that in there. While I'm waiting for that to cook up, I'm going to go grab my diamond. So we're back in just a moment. Right, so then we're back. I'm just going to chuck some more silicone back in here. I have my diamond, which I'm going to need you and you, I believe. So we're going to need you. I believe I'm only going to need one of you, but we'll double check. The other thing I'm going to need is a grid. Grid requires destruction core, that's fine, that's glowstone. Crafting grid requires that, so I will make another one for our crafting grid. Other than that, diamond can go back in there. Smelt that up for the time being. But now let's get started with you. Okay, I created 4 extra, but that's not a problem because I'm going to need it anyway. Now I'm needing 4 gold, which is that. Just chuck the gold back in there so I'm not constantly clogging up my inventory. I'm just realising I'm using this one yet. Not the compactor. More glass, just because I'm going to need it. Yeah, that was faster. Right then. 16k. Boom. Next thing we're going to need is the actual storage disk. Great. Now we need for the disk. Oh look, another one. Ooh, we need a shulker box. That's new. For now, let's get that. So, one thing I didn't check, which was the crafting recipe for the disk drive, because we need a shulker box. Right, I'm just going to quickly looking how to get the shulker, and I'll be back in just a moment. Right, so then we're back, and I have looked into how to get the shulker box. Not at all. And it's going to require us going to the end, because I'm going to need to find an end city. So we're going to put the disk drive on hold for this episode. Next episode, we're going to the end, because I want that box. Okay, so what we're going to do instead is make 16 storage box, which is going to require casing. Going to need another casing. I'll grab that now. So here we go, one 16k storage box. One controller. So we have storage, we have the controller. We're going to need a grid, which is going to require all of these. So I'm going to need some more processing cores. Going to require at least 2 more of those. And I'm going to need 2 more of those. Let's chuck you in there. And you. Right. Now then, probably wondering why I've created 2 more basic processors. Well, first of all, I need a destruction core for our grid, and I need a creation core. Destruction is quartz, and the creation is glowstone or construction. So there is our destruction core, and here is our creation core. Right, so now I can do grid. Boom. Now I have my grid. This will allow me to access the storage. Now I could stack all these on top of each other. Work perfectly fine. could also have cable, which is just going to require me to have some more of this. And of course, you're being awkward. So our cable, let's make plenty of it. Now with the cables, you can have loads of different additions to it: importer, exporter, readers, external storage, which is construction, destruction, more iron, more shulker boxes. So yeah. Now I know I have cable over here. Let us pop down the controller. Boom, that's powered. Storage and our grid. Now we've got nothing in here at the moment, but I can chuck this in, chuck that in, chuck that in, and you can see it tells us exactly what we've got. And I can pull it back out. So I'm just going to take this because I don't just want that. If I go to crafting grid, I just need a crafting table, which if I have wood here, I don't. I do have this crafting station. Nope, that is not going to work either because the Phoenix has been a derp. What I'm going to do then is run over, grab one of these stations because I don't need all of them. Grid. Crafting grid. So I could have done it. Phoenix has been derpy. So our crafting grid now. I can dump all of this in here. I can craft in here. So say I wanted a 1K storage. If I had everything in here, boom, I'd have access to it. Say this was a lot more full and I could not find the 1K storage, well the 16K storage, because it is currently set to show the highest quantity stuff. 16K, boom. So this is going to help us in the long run. I do not need all of this stuff in here just yet. Well, I can start storing some things in there because this is going to be potentially all used for the stuff. Exporter, importer, storage, network devising, disk manipulator, crafter manager, ooh, there's something we could do. We could get the crafter. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to go over, grab some stuff. I'm just going to quickly get the crafter and I want to show you something. So back in just a moment. Right then, so last thing I'm going to want to show you, which is something that anyone that's played with Applied Energistics will already know about the power that Applied Energistics has. There's a more simplified version of what refined storage can do that Applied Energistics already does, which is auto crafting. So first thing we're going to need is I'm going to need another grid, which means we're going to need one of you. Also going to need 2 more of you. Okay. I've also brought some medium storage crate just to show you. Fine, grab. My brain is working 10 to a dozen at the moment. Which might shock a lot of viewers. Right, so I'm just going to grab our import bus, or our importer. You can tell I've used applied energistics before. Going to need a crafter. I'm also going to need a pattern grid, so I'm going to need a grid. I've got another casing. Should hopefully be my last casing. Do I have no quartz iron? Wow. So, grid. We need a pattern. Now our grid. Boom. Right. So, first of all, let me just create a few more of these. Some patterns. There we go. Right. I'm going to use cable to connect these. Like so. Actually, I don't need you there. Go away. Right. So, I'm going to need you. Right. So if I put my patterns in here, and something we're using a lot of, which is this. So I've now got the recipe in here. Create. Boom. Now if I add the crafter in here, chuck that in there, I come over here, you can see we've got craft. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to pop that down here. I'm actually also going to show you our importer. Oh, you'll be in that awkward, are you? Okay, I see how you work. There is our chest. Right. Now our importer. Set to ignore redstone signals. Oh no. Wrong one. Phoenix is the dirt. So, what I will actually do, because I'm running out of time, I'm just going to chuck all of this in here. Right. So, I currently have a quartz enriched iron. But I'm going to take that out. I'm needing, say, 6 more. No, 8 more. Actually, no, we're going to say 1. Because what will happen, if you try and craft 1, it can only craft 4, and it knows this. So it will craft all 4. And there we go. But say I already have some in my inventory. Bing. I can chuck that in there. I can't craft it until I take all of that out. But all of that now is being stored in here. I'll chuck my importer in there and my cable, so we can keep. So we're just going to, on camera, just put in some important crafting recipes. There. Do one more. Another one that we will need is patterns. There. Right. So I want them the other way around. Okay, so basically these are basic things we're going to need straight away for this. Now I can put in upgrades to speed this along, make it faster and everything, adding like security cards and things so that only I can access if it else falls on the server. You click on the control, you can see what stuff is actually in here and tells you your current power usage. So this is going to be our new storage system. Next episode we're going to go to the end, so I'm going to prep for that. Brought this over, so I'm going to pop it here. We'll import some of this stuff in as well. But for now, guys, that is everything. This is our new storage system, or an addition to our storage system, because my plan is to have what's currently in the barn, most of it stay in there. So this will not get too clogged up with like tons of ingots and that once that gets processing again at a faster rate. So I'm going to move you to there. So hope everyone's enjoyed the episode. As always, if you could like, share and subscribe. Again, the likes are the more important part, as they do help myself and the YouTube algorithm know that these videos are what people are wanting to see, so it will try and promote them more, and also lets me know that this is more stuff that you want to see in future episodes. And also, if you could please drop me some comments of things that you might want to see in the future, and if you can all take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.